Greetings from Arches National Park. Had to make a little detour in here. See what's around. This is Panorama Point. I'm not doing any hiking today. I'm just kind of riding through and checking out whatever spots I can see from the roads. But, I mean, I couldn't just cruise right past Arches without swinging in. Plus, it's only $5 for a motorcycle to get in here. Pretty awesome. I had thought all the national parks were $20 for cars, 10 for motorcycles, but they vary. The Grand Canyon was 25 and 12. Yosemite is 20 and 10. Anyway, so yeah, anyway. But yeah, for $5, why not? I just went up and checked out the Delicate Arch just from like the lower viewpoint. I'm not equipped right now, nor really in the mood to do any hiking, so I'm just kind of cruising through and seeing what I can see from the road and the little parking viewpoints and stuff. So just a short walk over that way is a viewpoint of Delicate Arch, which is one of the more popular ones, I guess, around here. So one of the guides we're talking about on the rafting trip. So I'll show you what the view from there looked like. Still pretty far away. I don't know. I'm getting kind of deserted out. I'm kind of ready for a change of scenery, so it's hard to get too excited about all this. I mean, it's awesome, and I read a thing that kind of explained how these arches are formed and stuff, which is pretty interesting. But I don't know. Really, at this point, I'm ready to kind of just get on the road. So that's what we're gonna do. Headed toward Colorado, and I will bring you guys in whenever something interesting happens. This place is pretty wild out here. This is still part of Arches. This is up near the front of the park. This is Courthouse Towers Overlook, which I don't know if those are, I don't know if that's it or those are it. I don't know. Pretty cool though. By the way, look at this. The desert has totally killed my compass. All the liquid in there, I don't know if it was kerosene or what, but whatever it was has vanished. So I need to get another one of those. That's really handy. And verifying you're going the right way when you're traveling out here. What's up, everybody? Greetings from Grand Junction, Colorado. I just stopped in here to grab lunch and take a look around and see if it's a place I want to stay for the night. I'm not really like dying to do a whole lot tonight as far as going out and anything like that, so I'm not sure that it's going to be worth it to stay here. Prices are a little inflated compared to just the sort of right off the highway spots out in the middle of nowhere. But I do want to get a look at downtown Grand Junction. I know that's kind of the spot to be around here, and just see if anything grabs my attention. So the long and the short of it is, I'm either going to end up staying in downtown Grand Junction or jamming through here and just stopping off the highway somewhere. So that's where we're staying for now. I'll let you guys know what happens if anything interesting happens. What's up, everybody? Greetings from Glenwood Springs, Colorado. I ended up staying here last night, right over, just down the street, at the Hotel Colorado, established in 1893. You can see the top of it over there, just above those street lights on the left-hand side. It's right across the street from the Glenwood Hot Springs, which I went and visited last night, which was actually pretty cool. It's open till 10 p.m. At least it was last night, and their admission charge goes down, you know, throughout the day as it gets later in the day or whatever. My dear, what are you doing? What are you doing? Looks like there's a crash on the interstate. Sorry?
Where are you trying to go?
Toward Denver.
Okay, go down to the next exit, 114, turn around and go back. Just, we have this close to, there's a big accident right here.
Okay, but the actual interstate is open.
Yeah,
Thank you.
114, you're good to go.
I'm not from around here. I'm like, oh boy, I'm in trouble now.
You were like,
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Okay, a little detour. Okay, that's no problem. Okay, so where was I? So the Glenwood Springs, the Glenwood Hot Springs, they're open till 10 o'clock, and then like it's like $18 or something for adults all day, and then like after 6 p.m. it goes down to like 15 or something, and then anyway after 9 p.m. it goes down to like 11 and something. So I finished dinner right around 9 o'clock and decided to go check it out. So I cruised over there and was not attempting to, but I was prepared to pay my $11.75 to get in and check it out. And lo and behold, the cute girl working the admission counter area there accepted Charm as a form of payment, so I got it for free. So anyway, I did that, and it's awesome. The springs are so cool. It's like a giant pool that's kept at like 90 degrees, and then there's another one that's not quite as big, but it's still, I mean, bigger than, well, it's probably about the size of a normal pool you would see like at a country club, like big, like Olympic-sized pool. That's kept, it's like a hot tub. It's kept at like 104 degrees or something. So anyway, I did that and then crashed at the hotel last night. I've been fully engrossed in this book that I picked up on Amazon for my Kindle for my iPad a few days ago, called The Martian by Andy Weir. I think it's W-E-I-R. It's about an astronaut that gets stranded on Mars, and it's about an astronaut stranded on Mars. I could tell you the whole plot, but what's the point? But suffice to say, it's good, and it's actually there's a lot of science to it, but it's not like dry and like tedious and like drive you crazy kind of stuff. It's really well done. I'm really enjoying it. I don't usually fly through books, but I'm about 75% through this one. I've only been reading it for a few days, so yeah. So what else? There was something else. Oh, I'm trying something a little new here. You may have noticed when I started the camera, I was pulling out of Subway. I did not eat there. But I've decided, I thought about this a long time ago, and it kind of slipped my mind. I kind of forgot to do it. But I've decided to pick up a stack of gift cards. And whenever I come across homeless people or people that just seem like they could, use a little help, I'm going to give one to them. It's one of those things that, is you want to help out everybody you can. It's hard not to be jaded and feel like they're just going to use it for booze or drugs or whatever. And, who knows? Maybe they just turn around and sell these gift cards. But I feel better about that than just handing them cash and enabling something that's just going to make their situation worse. So I'm not telling you guys that to pat myself on the back, but maybe it will encourage other people to do the same thing. So, hopefully it'll happen a time or two when I have the camera running, and it might be kind of interesting to see what happens or whatever. But yeah, so I picked up 10 $5 cards. I paid $50 and got 10 $5 Subway gift cards. So I'm keeping them in my motorcycle jacket, so I always have access to them. We'll see what happens. It might be kind of fun. So yeah, that's where we're at now. It's almost noon. I slept. Man, I went to sleep at like midnight last night and slept till like 9:30. It was glorious. Just had a big breakfast at Village Inn, and now I'm making my way toward Denver. A friend of mine lives in Aurora, which is part of Denver. camera's still working. And I'm gonna go crash at his place tonight, hang out with him, so that should be pretty cool. I think I'm only a couple hours from Denver. Yeah, 125 miles. So we'll see what happens. A little overcast today. I don't know if we're gonna get any rain. That'd be unusual. I haven't hit hardly any rain this entire trip. And really, I haven't even had to make much of an effort to avoid it. It just hasn't really been in my route most of the time. So that's been nice. Anyway, alright, enough interstate wind noise babbling. I'll bring you guys in if and when something interesting happens.